When I was younger, about 12, 13 years old, when I was in secondary school, I experienced cyberbullying, which was from people in my school environment, but also from others from outside of the school environment. I had like an Instagram page that was kind of private from people at school. So it was like sort of a safe space for me to like be myself. And people from school found this and then started to call me names because of it, because they found out about my sexuality, which I was kind of like private about.
And did you know who was calling you names, or were they anonymous?
I mean, sometimes, yeah, but everyone's got a username. So online, you can be whoever you want to be, which was a good thing for me because I could be, you know, someone who I wasn't, or someone who I was that I didn't want to show in person. But also, it's a bad thing because people can be, you know, anonymous and not show who they really are and show their true colours, and will say things that they would not have the nerve to say in real life.
We have a generational divide between you and I. I'm from a few generations along the road from you, and I would immediately react by saying, well, why don't you just log off?
I think there's a big thing of like a fear of missing out, and also a lot of things happen that you need your phone for. So like every day when we wake up in the morning, we use our phones for an alarm. We use our phones for, you know, reminders. Even in school, we have apps where we had, you know, we used to have our timetable on our phones. So I think it's really hard to sort of like disconnect from that. And also it's like, you know, if you were invited to a party and you didn't go, it's like social media is sort of a place where young people meet and engage. So I think it's quite hard sometimes to just switch off from that.
I mean, you can use your mobile phone, you can be connected, but you don't necessarily have to be connected on social media, do you?
No, and I think that there should be more education in schools around how young people can use their phones and use social media in a safe and positive way. Young people should be taught that it's okay to switch off, but also how to use social media safely and how the things that you can say online can come back and haunt you in the future.
There's a lot of talk, Charlie, isn't there, about banning mobile phones from schools. Will that work?
I don't think they should have their phones taken away from them as such, but instead there'd be more education on how to safely use your phone. And also I think phones should be, unless told by a teacher otherwise, should be banned in the classroom, because that is a time to learn. And I think that sometimes phones can be a distraction. And I think that the school should take safety issues online more seriously, such as bullying and stuff. But I guess it's hard for them to monitor that as well. So it's quite a complex situation.
And what advice, Charlie, would you give to young people regarding social media?
I think my number one piece of advice would be online, be yourself as much as possible. Don't try and be someone else for the likes and the follows, because it's, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that important. I used to post, you know, selfies and take hours to edit them and try and get 300, 400 likes. But now if I go for a nice picnic with my friends, I'll post that instead, because the people who I want to hear about what I'm doing is my family and people who I care about. And if they want to, they don't want to see an edited photo of my face. They want to see fun that I'm having with my friends. So I think be yourself, and also don't say anything that you wouldn't say in real life. And if you are having problems with other people online, report it, because there's plenty of places you can report things to, even though the services do need improving for reporting bullying. But also just switch off. It's okay to switch off from social media. You can still have a good time. You can go out, have a walk, you can play games, you can do loads of other things without having to be on social media all the time.
That's great advice. Charley Oliver-Holland, many thanks to you for joining us here on The Agenda.
Thank you.